Tonight's concert sponsor is More Smiles Family Dental. You'll find the More Smiles Dental team on Lowden Boulevard near Central High School. They offer same-day crowns, Invisalign, and many more services. New patients of all ages are always welcome. This year, More Smiles Dental contributed double in order to help cover expenses for the Skyrockers. Pleasing Gourmet Seasonings and an anonymous donor also sponsored the pyrotechnics this evening. Good evening, everyone. Please rise as you are able and join the lacrosse concert band as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Welcome to the Lacrosse Concert Band's final performance of the season here in beautiful Riverside Park. Tonight's concert is entitled Let Freedom Ring and will include many musical favorites. My name is Carl Greenfield and I am honored to be the announcer for this evening's performance. Tonight's conductor is Jamie Greenfield. Jamie received a Bachelor of Music education from UW-Stevens Point in 2009 and is currently the director of the Da Capo Concert Band. She has had the great honor of directing the Da Capo Band since 2014, which makes this her 12th season with the group. Usually, Jamie would be playing in the trumpet section in this wonderful group. She is very humbled and grateful for the opportunity to be in front of these amazing musicians. For a full bio, please visit lacrosseconcertband.org. Tonight's concert will be a wonderful patriotic concert, which is a perfect way to conclude this season. This concert does include some pyrotechnics and fireworks at the end. Thank you to the Skyrockers for providing them and to More Smiles Dental and Pleasing Gourmet Seasoning for sponsoring them. So please be advised. Please be advised about the loud noise if you have anyone or a pet that may be sensitive. Right on cue. The band's next selection is American Big Top, written by Brian Balmages. Notes from Mr. Balmages state, American Big Top can best be described as an American circus march that meets Charles Ives. Largely based on original material, the piece weaves in small anecdotal references to the Stars and Stripes Forever, Take Me Out to the Ball Game, the Yankee Doodle Boy, Yankee Doodle, the Star Spangled Banner, and the Entertainer. The entire piece is based on the layering of melodies, harmonies, textures, and rhythms. As the piece develops, the layering becomes more and more complex, yet always with a splash of fun and humor. It is a highly energetic work that constantly throws a curveball, no pun intended, well, maybe just a little, at the listener with just enough Americana thrown in to give it a homegrown feel. Here is American Big Top. Members of the Lacrosse Kiwanis Club have a heart for serving the community and like to have fun while doing it, seeking to change the world one child and one community at a time. Look for the Kiwanis Flag Project at Veterans Freedom Park, Rayleigh Park, and at Riverbank on Mormon Cooley Road. Do you know a child or adult with differing abilities? The annual Kiwanis Day of Fun will be held September 13th at Train Park. Find out how you can participate in their fundraisers, events, and club membership at lacrossekiwanis.com or join them for lunch on a Tuesday at the Radisson Hotel. Cleary Management Corporation is a growing family-owned business specializing in the development and management of significant real estate properties in the La Crosse area. Our mission is to create lasting value for our community as we advance development and positively impact our employees, residents, and local industry. The Cleary Coombe Foundation supports the La Crosse Concert Band. The Vietnam War is an event in U.S. history that is controversial to this day. But let there be no controversy regarding the high level of valor, courage, and honor displayed by the men and women of the U.S. Armed Forces during that conflict. Without regard to the politics behind their involvement, they served diligently and to the highest standards of military tradition. Many of them gave the ultimate sacrifice. Our next piece, Black Granite by James L. Hosay, is dedicated to the men and women who died in that war, to those whose heroic deeds went unsung, and to those who return home only to find shattered remnants of what was once their American dream. Paling Capital Management is an investment advisory firm with offices in Onalaska and Madison. The PCM team acts in a fiduciary role for its clients, offering estate planning, financial planning, and investment management services. The firm embraces a value-oriented investment strategy approach to the financial markets. The Dickinson Family Funeral Homes and Crematory proudly supports the La Crosse Concert Band. It has been our family serving your family for over 65 years. Last Full Measure, a Gettysburg Remembrance, was composed by Michael Sweeney in 2013. The composer writes, 2013 commemorated the 150th anniversary of the Battle of Gettysburg in the American Civil War, fought over the course of 3 days in 1863. This battle was a turning point in the war and claimed the largest number of casualties. In dedicating the cemetery near the battle site, Lincoln's famous address honored the soldiers who had given the last full measure of devotion fighting for their country. Music played an important role during the Civil War. For the soldiers as well as friends and family back home, Last Full Measure features tunes that became popular during this time. Girl I Left Behind Me, When Johnny Comes Marching Home, and the tender Johnny Has Gone for a Soldier express longing and hope for loved ones far away. In contrast, the battle cry of freedom and battle hymn of the Republic inspire feelings of patriotic resolve and courage. These familiar melodies, along with the powerful emotions they evoke, live on and remain relevant today. Next is our Children's March. Children are invited to come forward, take a flag, and follow our march leader, Abby Leithold Gersma. When the children return the flags at the end of the march, they will receive an ice pop and a coupon for ice cream from Ranison Ice Cream and Ranison Ice Cream and Candy, and a coupon for a root beer float from Rudy's Drive-In. So 2 coupons. During the march, volunteers from the Lacrosse Lions Club will be collecting your contributions for the band. Drop a few bucks in the bucket. Checks will be directed to our endowment fund. Are you thirsty? The Lacrosse Lions Club is selling soda, water, and popcorn. The Lacrosse Concert Band is grateful to the Lions for helping distribute programs and collect contributions at every concert. Adults, are you thirsty? The Lacrosse Distillery is here this season with our new bar cart. Enjoy a special beverage during our concert. Our next piece is Colonel Bogey by Kenneth Alford. The interval of a descending minor third, apparently basic to childhood communication, appears to be one factor in the composition of this march and a reason for its basic appeal. Playing golf in Scotland one day, Alford apparently whistled the interval to attract another golfer's attention, and the result was a world-famous march, popularized later by the film The Bridge on the River Kwai, with a familiar golf term, bogey, in its title. Abby, are we ready? So as a reminder, the Lacrosse Lions Club will be coming around with the buckets. Please donate generously. Also, did you notice that there are big QR codes on the big sandwich boards? Every 5 years we conduct an audience survey, and here's your opportunity to share your experiences about our strengths and give suggestions. The survey closes August 10th, so please pop on and take a few minutes to answer just 10 questions. The QR code is also on your printed program. Please share your feedback. I got the thumbs up from Abby. Here is Colonel Bogey. There's jazz in the park this Sunday, August 3rd, with the La Crosse Jazz Orchestra. Sunday jazz concerts begin at 7 p.m. This week's concert features singer Tom Wopat, one of the most recognizable faces on the television in the 1980s as Luke Duke in the action comedy series The Dukes of Hazzard. Tom Wopat transitioned smoothly from TV stardom to a fulfilling career on Broadway, in movies, recent TV series, and in the recording studio. Known for his charismatic presence and versatile talent, Tom brings his experience and joy of entertaining to Riverside Park. The rain site for Sunday Jazz is Capella Performing Arts Center. Tonight's concert sponsor and double sponsor of our fireworks display is More Smiles Dental. You'll find the More Smiles Dental team on Losey Boulevard near Central High School. They offer same-day crowns, Invisalign, and many more services. New patients of all ages are always welcome. More Smiles Family Dental is proud to support the La Crosse Concert Band. Also sponsoring the fireworks this week is Pleasing Gourmet Seasoning. They have over 40 different low-sodium seasoning blends perfect for any meal. They are located on Ward Avenue in La Crosse, across from the Marcus Cinema. Started in 1952, Pleasing is still a small family-owned and operated business that proudly supports and serves our community. Go to pleasing.com for more information. A word from our next composer, Steve Rouse. Our American Heroes celebrates a heroic spirit that thrives within the soul of our great nation. Throughout our history, men and women of incredible courage and compassion have set aside their personal concerns to protect their fellow men. We are proud to honor the many who have made our nation strong and who continue to keep it so today. When we think of our heroes, we can look first to those who have served in our wars and conflicts, from the American Revolution to the most recent events that affect the entire world. Those who put themselves in harm's way deserve the highest and most grateful appreciation and respect that we can proclaim. The terrorist attacks of September 11, 2001 on the World Trade Center in New York City, the Pentagon in Washington, D.C., and United Airlines Flight 93 in Pennsylvania left the nation shocked and grief-stricken. As a nation, our collective sense of what is possible was permanently altered, but so was our sense of what it means to be an American. Our need to protect our nation, families, and friends became stronger than ever before. Americans once again focused their attention on those men and women who protect and serve this great nation with bravery and selflessness. This work is dedicated to our heroes, whoever they may be, to offer solace, hope, and respect. It rings with the uplifting sound of gratitude for those who have made the United States of America truly the land of the free and the home of the brave, our American heroes. Our next piece has become quite the staple of American music. God Bless the USA by Lee Greenwood was written in 1983. Greenwood states the goal of the music was always to unite people. It meant that the nation would kind of kumbaya, gather arms and let's love each other. It keeps having a different kind of life. I mean, during the Gulf War, it was a song of the war for U.S. Army General Norman Schwarzkopf. After Hurricane Katrina, it was a song for life and hope. And then after 9/11, it was a song of unity and rebuilding. For this piece, I will be joining the band as the featured soloist.
Tomorrow all the things were gone I'd worked for all my life, and I had to start again with just my children and my wife. I'd thank my lucky stars to be living here today, 'cause the flag still stands for freedom and they can't take that away.
Well, that guy's pretty good. I'm kidding. Thrivent, where money means more. See Todd Troutman, financial advisor for Thrivent in Holman, for ways to protect your money and to create a good financial plan for saving and spending. Investing in the community for good, forever, the La Crosse Area Community Foundation is bringing people, ideas, and resources together to help create a thriving, vibrant community. The Foundation's Ella Ambrosius Fund supports the La Crosse Concert Band. Next, we would like to recognize all who have served and are currently serving our wonderful country. We ask that when your service song is played, please rise as you are able, so we may recognize you for what you have done for our beloved country. Here is Armed Forces Salute by Bob Lowden. The United States Army. United States Coast Guard. United States Marine Corps. United States Air Force. United States Navy. There were 912 in our audience tonight. 54 in our children's march. And 8 dogs. Thank you for filling the buckets during the children's march and by contributing to the Lacrosse Concert Band Endowment Fund. Checks can be mailed to our P.O. Box or visit our website to give with a credit card. The QR code on your program will take you right to the band's website. We accept contributions throughout the year, so please remember the band in your end-of-year giving. Don't forget to complete the audience survey before August 10th. We promise it will only take a few minutes. Scan the QR code on the big sandwich boards or use the QR code on the program. Your feedback is appreciated. Please join me in recognizing tonight's major sponsor, More Smiles Family Dental, fireworks sponsor Pleasing Gourmet Seasonings, and our other season sponsors, the Lacrosse Kiwanis Club, Wags and Whiskers, UWL Visual and Performing Arts, Ultra Financial Advisors, the Lacrosse Community Foundation's Ambrosius Fund, Cleary Management Corporation, Dickinson Family Funeral Home, Paling Capital Management, Thrivent Office of Todd Troutman, Lighthold Music, and our sound reinforcement company, SSE Music. We are going to conclude our concert, quite literally with a bang, by performing the 1812 Overture, followed by the Stars and Stripes Forever. The 1812 Overture by Peter Tchaikovsky is among the most traditional pieces played at a patriotic concert. This overture includes quotations from the Marseillaise and the Tsarist national anthem. The work was written to be performed in one of Moscow's main squares, accompanied by cannon fire and the jubilant ringing of all the cathedral bells in the city. Tonight, we do not have cannons, but we have the Lacrosse Skyrockers. They will be enhancing the 1812 Overture and Stars and Stripes with amazing pyrotechnics and fireworks. Thank you, Skyrockers. That's just a preview. Additional thanks goes to the City of La Crosse for the ability to have the Skyrockers. And thank you to the sponsorships of the Skyrockers from More Smiles Dental and Pleasing Gourmet Seasoning for making this ending the best bang of all. Don't forget to complete the audience survey before August 10th. We hope you all have a great rest of your evening, drive home safely, and we will see you all next summer. Here is 1812 Overture, followed by the Stars and Stripes Forever.
shreds forever.